Feeling alone is not foreign to me. In the classroom, children spoke the harsh language of tear gas. I cried in more bathroom stalls than I can remember learning. My bullies were swastikas in Catholic school uniforms. The machete eyes of my peers carved smiles into my face like a jack-o'-lantern. They always needed an overweight, dark-skinned target to dart through. A piñata in the nucleus of a playground while each kid took a swing. I learned how to hate myself at such an early age. Carver's Lassant, poet, Straubus Row. Hey y'all, this is the first ever open mic at the Sanctuary. Happy National Poetry Month. Let's get it.
Can I get a year? Man, do better than that. Can I get a year? Yeah, can y'all make some noise for the first ever Sanctuary open mic? Let's make some noise, make some noise, make some noise. It is lovely to see you all here, and happy National Poetry Month. Make some noise for National Poetry Month, y'all. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to do a little bit of talking, and then we're going to get the show going. For those of you who, this is your first time at the Sanctuary, I'm going to give you some history as to what birthed this idea. Appreciate. I love the callback. So please engage and interact with me. So let's do it this way. The term "the Sanctuary." If this is your first time ever here, this is for you. If you've been here before, you can't answer this question. Heka, you can't answer the question. All right, where do you think I got the title "The Sanctuary" from? It's from a famous thing. If you haven't been here before, all right, Bree, what's the answer? It's a good guess. It's wrong. Bree said Def Jam. Good guess. Def Jam did inspire the idea, but it's not where I got the name from. Any other guesses? All right, we got two over here. You go ahead first. No, but good guess. This is showing me how young folks are in the room, but that's okay. Marquis. Bing, we got a winner. Love Jones. Okay. So, I know. I believe you. So, the movie Love Jones is one of my personal favorite. All right, if you are a seasoned poet in the room, you may have a gripe with the movie because the movie is known to be this poster child for poetry, and the poetry's whack. All right. I am not naive enough to think the poetry is amazing. However, it is a beautiful period piece with beautiful black people in it, with beautiful Chicago in it, and the beautiful 90s vibe. So I am a big fan of that movie, all right? The open mic platform inside there was called The Sanctuary. That's where I got the idea from. People don't know that. You have to screenshot it when they're entering inside the building, and you'll see the sign that says The Sanctuary. That's what the idea came from. I want to replicate that black 90s vibe. If that's cool, say cool. All right, not only was it inspired by that, but also I wanted to have its real name mean something here. So the Sanctuary is also, as we know, the actual word means a place of safety, a place of refuge. And that's what the Sanctuary has been. That's what I want it to be, and that's what I want it to continue to be. And that's for both poets who are in here and also both anybody who's just in the room. I want you to feel safe, feel welcome, feel free, and to be yourself. If that's cool, say cool. All right, we want to keep the show going. So I have a few special things I'm trying here at this Sanctuary, but before we get to the details, I want to get some ice breaking happening, some chatting going on before we get started. So I want you to spend the next 1 or 2 minutes talking amongst yourself. And the question I want you to mix a mingle with is, what is your favorite poetry moment of yours to date? All right, I know it feels like we'll be in church. It's because it is called The Sanctuary. So find a neighbor and for a few minutes, talk about your favorite poetry moment thus far. And if you're by yourself, I'm gonna come find you. See them and they got all the details for you. So I want to hear some answers. What are some people's favorite poetry moments so far? Let me get a hand.
Wait, hold on. Now, y'all need to hear her story because we're talking about the Love Jones. She knows the person that was inspired by Love Jones.
So I know. Talk to us.
I know the guy. So if you watch the movie Love Jones, okay. Hello. So if you watch the movie Love Jones, there's a guy that's spitting poetry first, like a dark-skinned dude, and he's like, "Can we talk, man? Can we be?" Well, his name is Reggie Gibson, and the movie is about him. That's his life story. Yeah. So and I know him. I'm going to connect you with him. But I know Reggie Gibson. He actually lives in Boston. He's a professor. But yeah, we screened Love Jones at the Museum of Fine Arts. He used to have this night on the lawn or whatever. And I was a member of the committee, and I had him, I had invited him so we can do like a Q&A after the movie, because the movie's literally about him. And it was like thousands of people on the lawn. And so like Nia Long saw it, and he was like, oh my God, guys, this is so amazing. But the movie's about Reggie Gibson, yeah.
There you go.
And that's his poetry, too.
I take it back. Wow. Wow, that's really hard to beat. Any other things to share? All right, we're gonna go. Should be there. Alex, my bad. We'll go Alex and we'll go AC.
My favorite poetry moment for me that happened was that I started my own open mic in the backyard of my house back in 2024 in Woodhaven, Queens, and I had over 26 people come, and then the second one I had over 40. For my birthday, I had over 40. So like just being able to start a community mattered me than any feature I've had so far. So yeah.
All right, we're gonna go AC, then one more person.
I had like about 5, but one that really stands out to me is when I did the showcase with Poetry Me Please last year, because that was my first event that I got booked for the year. I also worked like 3 blocks away for SOB, so that kind of, made me feel myself a little bit and stuff like that. And it kind of led to other stuff happening last year last year was my year as an artist. So, yeah.
Do we got one more? One more that anybody wants to share?
Jerome wants to share.
Thank you. Good friend.
It's your boy. The Dope Poet started our own open mic as well last June, and that was my favorite joint. I started hosting and whatnot, and yeah, the family it has grown since then. So yeah, good vibes. Word.
Word. All right, cool. If y'all ready for some poetry, can I get a word? Can I get a word? All right, so you're going to see us getting set up here in this corner real quick. We're also going to have a live painter. Can y'all say, what up, Vernon? What up, Vernon? He's an amazing artist. He'll have prints for sale, and the one he works on tonight will also be up for raffle. It'll be $5 raffles, and once he gets set up, we'll get that going around. All right, time to get into the rules. I'm trying some things different with this open mic, so I'm going to ask all the poets to just rock with me, okay? The Dope Poets also started a podcast. Shout out to the podcast, Poetry as Usual podcast. Please subscribe. On the podcast, we talk about all things poetry, and I encourage any person who's a poet, who's an artist, to tap in, because we talk about what it's like to be a poet, what it's like to be an artist, and it's really, in my opinion, valuable content and conversations that we have all the time. I say that because a topic we had on the platform was, what are equitable ways to have an open mic? And I'm 32, but I've been doing poetry since 2011. So what that means is I've gone to many open mics, and I've had every kind of poetry experience. All right, I've been to the open mic 5 hours before it started, signed up, and I was happy. I've been to the open mic 5 hours before it started, and there was a raffle. I didn't get selected. Happened like 5 times, and I was sad. I've experienced it all. So I wanted to see if I could have a platform or an open mic space that speaks to every kind of person and gives everyone an equal chance to get on the stage. So for those who are wondering how people were selected, I'm just going to break it down to you. You probably saw it already, but I'm going to do it now. I wanted to give everybody a shot. Those who were the first to get a ticket, those who were the first to be here, and even those who are running late can still join the raffle. That way anybody can have an opportunity to get on the stage. And honestly, I think we may be able to get to most people who are here, including the raffle. The first 7 people were those who got tickets online. They were the first 7 to sign up. Then the second 7 were the first 7 who showed up in person. And the last 7 would be 7 people from the raffle. And like I said, we'll have some extra tickets. If that's cool, can y'all say cool? All right, so the last couple of rules is this. Another topic that we talked about on the podcast, which will be dropping in about a week or 2, is poets doing better to get content of themselves. So the poetry here is going to be recorded. Can y'all say, what up, Nico? The poetry is going to be recorded kind of in two ways. One is going to be a full video, and this will be uploaded onto YouTube as like an episode of a TV show, all right? Like we see on the screen. This was recorded here. So this is what you'll look like. This is what you'll look like on the TV screen. And then not every video, but some videos I will chop up and will do as individual videos onto YouTube. So with that being said, I want open mics to also be a space for poetry to be elevated. All right, people think that that's only for the slams or only for the showcases, but no, open mics can be a space where you come and you do your best, you do your favorite work. Like, it doesn't just have to be the open mics where you're there to do some new shit. New shit's welcome, new shit's great, but also open mics can be a place where you're giving your best foot forward too. So with that being said, and I also want to center the poetry here. So here are my rules. First rule is poetry only. We don't have anybody, we got drums, but anybody play no drums back here? Poetry only, 3 minutes, you have a 30-second grace period. I want to center the poetry, so I want no disclaimers, no intros, no outros. So you're like, hey, how am I people gonna find where to follow me at? I'm going to announce where to follow you at, but also mix and mingle and be in community with people and talk to people. If that's cool, can y'all say cool? Somebody asked me, yo, Imani, how you going to enforce that? What if I just go up on stage and I still plug myself? This is how I'm going to enforce it. If you do not follow the rules, your video will not be included in the full video. So, if you don't care about the video, you can do your thing. Don't do your thing still, because I still want you to honor what I'm asking you to honor. But if you decide not to honor it, the consequence is, all right, well, you won't get a video that looks like this. If that's cool, say cool. And I'm going to model that for you. So I'm going to be your sacrificial poet. I'm going to have Brittany introduce me, and I'm going to model how I want us to be modeled. Anything else I'm missing? Also, yes, please use the mic. I know some poets love to go off the mic, and yeah, it's kind of cool, and the vibe is nice, but the video won't catch it really well, and the sound quality will be bad. So please use the mic. And if I'm forgetting something, I'll come back on stage and I'll remind y'all. If y'all are ready for some poetry, when I say spoken, y'all say words spoken. 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 Can y'all make some noise for my beautiful wife, Brittany Barker? Come up to the stage, on the stage.
Oh, hello. Happy Saturday. That's crazy. He introduced me to introduce him. Like, okay, great. Hi, y'all. I'm Brittany. I am not your host tonight, but I am here to introduce our first poet of the night. If you ready, say yeah. Yeah. Ladies say ow. Yeah. Fellas say what? Okay, I like that. All right, please join me in introducing your first poet of the night. He is from Dallas by way of Harlem, now in Jersey, and he goes by Imani. Please join me in clapping it up for Imani!
I never believed in love at first sight until her. We had this high school puppy love type thing going. I mean, I'll talk on the phone for hours. I got grounded for running up my mama's phone bill. The problem is she also had this crush on this boy named Mike and told me that she wanted to keep things open. I swear I felt like I had to sign up and wait in line just to spend time with her, but I did convince her to come to college with me. Yeah, take that, Mike. She just had this way about her. She was a crowbar that could pry open the tightest of secrets. When I was too broke to buy a sentence she would speak for me was a sermon in unholy places, $1 in the pockets of pants I haven't worn in weeks. She, like God, always arrived when I needed her. We wouldn't last. There'd come a point where I'd have to choose between her and my career. I chose the latter. I tried to write her. She blocked me. And it would be years before I would find her again, but that time things were different. I mean, no disrespect, but she was for the streets. Gave herself to anybody with a pulse. Some days I find her with somebody younger than me. Other days her phone would be slammed with people trying to prove they're worthy. She was unrecognizable. But one day I found her sitting on a bench. Asked her if we could start things over. I reintroduced myself. I said, "Hi, my name's Imani." She smiled, said, "Hi, Imani, it's nice to meet you again. My name is poetry." See, I never believed in love at first right until poetry. We had this high school puppy love type thing going. I watched poetry on my phone for hours. I got grounded for going through a whole month's worth of data in a week, y'all. Remember data plans? Shit wasn't always unlimited. The problem is poetry always had a thing for mics that were open. I swear I felt like I had to sign up and wait in line just to spend time with poetry, but I did. I did bring poetry to college with me. It just had its way about itself. Poetry was a crowbar that could pry open the tightest of secrets. When I was too broke to buy a sentence, poetry would speak for me, was a sermon in unholy places, $1 in the pockets of pants I haven't worn in weeks. Poetry, like God, always arrived when I needed it. We wouldn't last. There would come a point where I'd have to choose between poetry and my career. I chose the latter. I tried to write poetry. It blocked me. And it would be years before I would find poetry again, but that time things were different. I mean, no disrespect, but poetry had given itself to the streets. Some days I find it with somebody younger than me. Other days, poetry would be slammed with everybody trying to prove they're worthy. I swear poetry was unrecognizable until one day I found poetry again on a stage. Decided to reintroduce myself. I said, "Hi, my name's Imani, sometimes a brother-in-law. It's nice to meet you again. Thank you." Y'all give it up for your last poet, your first poet on the mic. Give it up for Imani. All right, so that is how it's going to go. If that's cool, say cool. All right, so I appreciate the love, and I see some of y'all, most of y'all know what to do already, but I want to give a little bit of guidance. How many of y'all is your first time ever at the sanctuary? Can you get a raise of hands? That's beautiful. How many of y'all is your first time ever at a poetry event? Some y'all liars, Y'all, it's Sunday, tomorrow y'all lying already, it's crazy. But for the sake of those who may not really know what to do, I'm gonna give y'all some examples. So any poet who gets on stage will love some energy. And there's many ways to give poets energy. The most common way is what? Y'all know how the most common way is. Let me hear that. Snap, 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 snap. Another way is my favorite food to eat is baked macaroni and cheese. My mama makes it the best. And the sound I make when I'm having a bite of it, it goes like, mmm. That is also appropriate as well. You can clap. Some poets, not all, love a bring that back, run that back, poet, run that back. That's good. I'm limited to one run it back per poet. All right? We ain't got time for 5 run it backs for one performance. But if you do feel led to it, you can tell that poet to bring it back. And audience, sometimes being told to run it back is kind of hard and distracting, so please be careful with the time that you decide to do so. So I think that is what I have for now. If I have anything else come up, then I'll come to the stage. If y'all ready for your first open mic, can y'all make some noise? Can y'all make some noise? All right, so your first person on the open mic list, coming out of New Jersey. Can y'all start clapping right now? Give it up for Brian, the Motel Guy. All the way to the stage.
What is it that radicalized you to consider a standard applies, the basic is fair. The space that we share should be acres a square, full of ample supplies, you know. The answer for me, not unlike yours, the lore is the same. Someone modeled it for you to name. Empathy entered itself into frame and was actualized. Follow the thread. The place that I grew up, you went to pursue an honest reset. No complex apartment, but complex in that it was more of a motel. There's a lot to be said about who pull up to the lot and be fed. The manager made it to fit every budget. He'd even say, fuck it, and spot you a bed, you and your partner. Empathy entered, and it was my father. The manager mentioned he kept me a part of his business by having me live in the back room. Attached to the office, a towel and vacuum. Don't pity the squalor. Similar growth has been done by the young in such liminal space. The castle was safe. Aside from the dragon that burnt herself up when she lit up her face, you lived through the trauma and covered the breaks, giving close quarters like cutting a cake. Next to the TV that played babysitter were monitors showing this business of grace, security cam. My earliest memory witnessed the shipwrecks that littered the harbor, the family of 5 seeing trouble ahead, needing 2 double beds because eviction had caught them for fishermen's sake. Boats run aground, taking on water, anchor is down and there's shit out of lake. I'd watch this unfold, eating cold cherry Pop-Tarts, the CCTV, recording the tape for hours on end. Guest after guest, both white and blue collar, resigned to reside at this highway Valhalla off Route 46. I'd run wild with all the welfare kids. I hated that phrase. My mother, the dragon, described with disdain how the government gave them too many handouts and my father was not being man of the house. How often his softness would cost him a sale because sometimes them checks would get lost in the mail. She'd huff till she puffed herself off to a nap and all that had stuck with me watching it back on that CCTV in the manager's suite with a sink full of roaches. I'd catch in my teeth all this fuss about welfare, fair if you're blind, but when will someone come and care about mine? The addict that's lost in the air of her ways or the misguided man with too much on his plate. I'd sift through the bias that conspired about, then a knock on the door, man, can Brian come out? Just a minute. There's a limit to depression, I guess. Watching MTV with my friends at the desk, Monique and Jamal, who live down the hall, whose all worked a job that I couldn't recall. They teach me the TLC waterfall dance. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the... There's enough old people in here. Come on. They said you used to. Louder. No, what you're gonna have it. Okay. Nothing at all, but I think you're moving too. And about half a dozen old double Dutch chants. It's like we ran us a summer camp, needless to say. I remember the cabin checks even today, how my father would warn not to enter their rooms. But how else we fill up these water balloons with no faucet to tap? We'd be desperate to find one. Besides, what's the big secret to hide from? I'd sneak, saw what's forbidden to see. The welfare kids were living like me. Same ugly curtains, same broken pulley. Certain exceptions, theirs weren't drawn fully to block out a world that wouldn't have tread in a place where you had to sleep foot to a head. I resisted to push back the panel of shade, because I knew that no matter how much we relate, it's a matter of fate. It's callous as shit. They'll have to move out. I'm the manager's kid. What is it? The radicalized. You to consider a standard to live, because they just cut funds to all manners of this, because they just cut aid to all manners of this, because they just cut snap at a... Lay down your privilege. The battles we risk. Thank you.
One more time for Brian, the Motel Guy. One more time. All right, so I made an announcement that the drinks were ready, but the food is ready also. Again, we got sliders, we got burgers. Please see Savannah in the back, and she will direct you and take care of you to get your purchase of food. If y'all were rocking with Brian's first piece, can y'all make some noise, y'all? Can y'all make some noise? So one of the reasons why I didn't want to do bios and intros is because I also wanted to shout people out whenever I wanted to. Brian is like the most famous and nice person I ever met. So warm and so friendly. I've been fortunate enough to be slamming now. I've been slamming at the New York at the Bowery. And Brian, along with many others, have been so warm and welcoming and inviting. So shout out to you, Brian. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here, man. All right, before we keep this going, because I see where everybody is from so far in the first 14, I want to do a little roll call. Let's start with this. We got anybody from Brooklyn in the building? Where Brooklyn is? All right, so this is what I want to do, right? This is what we got to do. We got Victoria visiting from Hong Kong, right? No, Hong Kong, yes. And I want Victoria to leave thinking what is the best borough, and based off of the vibe she gets for everybody tonight. So we're gonna start this again. We're gonna start it again, and we're gonna see how everybody think. All right. So Brooklyn in the house. Where Brooklyn at? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? All right. Do we got Harlem in the building? All right. Few but mighty. Do we got Queens in the building? Yo, Victoria, I'm gonna ask you who won at the end of this all. Okay, you got a big goal. Oh, we're not done yet. We're not done. Do we got Bronx in the building? All right. Before we continue, who won, Victoria? Yes, based on Brooklyn won. I'll give it to Brooklyn. All right. You know what? Good job. You know, we do have a distant cousin, and emphasis on the distant. Anybody from Staten Island here? No. Hey, it's okay. Hey, they still part of the New York family, though. What about Jersey in the house? We got Jersey? Yeah! Yo, I want to say one of my favorite things about being a poet right now is seeing the crossover of Jersey and New York. It's happening, and it's happening in such a beautiful way. So if you are a New York poet, I encourage you to make your way to Jersey. You know, both Jersey City and Newark, head out there. Vibes are immaculate. Jersey, you already been coming out here, so y'all doing y'all job already. But New York, make your way to Jersey, please. If you're ready for your next poet, can y'all make some noise? All right, coming out of Queens, can y'all give it up for your boy AC, Lightning, all the way to the stage.
It's about time I clear the air, cause mother lovers think they know who I am, and they come up with all these names, but I be the lightning bolt they call AC. The unchained Django supply your fear factor, whip cracker on the status quo. I light cities up like a fire starter. I'm on the spectrum of I'm a weirdo and I'm real though. Realness was a cloth I was cut from. I wasn't made to be fabricated. I adorn a crown of ruffled feathers for Homo sapiens because I am the king of controversy. I tread lightly, but I'm a big stepper. If you think this Christian soft, I'll quickly change that. This child of God don't shy away from combat because I wasn't always up for being the diplomat. I'm a first-person shooter with this pen because I stay like that. Don't let this good kid from the Mad City fool you. I'm idiosyncratic made flesh. I'm a holiday that occurs 366 days in a year, so I celebrate because every day is Drake Day, but I be flipping tables if need be. Steve Urkel meets hip hop meets Lecrae. I've had my musical taste buds dipped in Linkin Park, Tupac, 1,000-foot crutch. I went from having my words scrambled to being a letter man with my words, and now my words delineate the waves of my confidence. Folks threw dirt on my name and laid the rosary. But like the Son of God, when he was buried and rose in 3, I'll have them shook for the spirit of God that rose in me. This is to the people who see me doing good and don't show no kind of love. This is to the friends cloaked as devil in disguise. Don't miss trying to come for this king and treat me like I ain't royalty. I flex the God's gleam because I got that light. So when I shine, that's an acronym for kings who sit high in excellence. This is to the girl at the college party where her friend tried to cock block me. The guy you like, whack. The guy you dated, whack. Everybody that's not me, whack. Matter of fact, both you and her, whack. Don't compare me to your baby daddy, because he's whack. On this playing field of mine, I'm so blessed. So it's not being cocky when I say I'm the best. So I address my greatness, I don't give a damn who feels a way about it. I'm a marvelous puzzle who won't hurt himself defending to places where I don't belong. Cause I'ma drive my point home with one kill like I'm Deadshot. My words are like laser beam. I X mark the spot like Cyclops. I'ma spit balls with one eye like I'm Fetty Wap. Anybody that can see things with 3 eyes need to stop. Cause your fake religion is just smoke and mirrors. I am the formality which is to come, a force that you cannot contain. If catching lightning in the bottle will get you shocked, what makes you think it's gonna happen when you put this lightning in the box? I'm a masterpiece in the making on Dre Day. I'm a weirdo and a goofball on Dre Day. Greatness is etched in my name, spelled A-N-D-R-E, Dre Day. And if you still in your feelings, go be a Pop-Tart, because every day is Dre Day.
Hey, your baby daddy, whack. Your ex-boyfriend, whack. Her daddy, whack. All right, I'm done. Hey, can y'all give it up one more time for AC Lightning, y'all? Yes. Yeah, I'm having a great time. We'll keep this going. So this next poet, coming from Hong Kong, all the way from Hong Kong, and also was their slam champion. I had the privilege of meeting this poet at the Nuyorican on Monday. Phenomenal poet, phenomenal person. Can y'all start clapping up right now? Can y'all give it up for Victoria? All the way to the stage,
They try to put me in the box. It's impossible. Or less. Oh yeah, this time it's all or nothing. Said it's real.
I live in the in-between. Remember vividly locations I haven't seen, miss the embrace of the friends that I've yet to meet, the taste of freedom like the fruit of Eden I've yet to eat. I am sheathed in the skin of a body of somebody I've yet to be. I can't see what I feel in my bones. Like primordial instinct, it nods. It's an urge or a call or a pull or a draw, a powerful force that just keeps me enthralled. It's destiny telling me I ain't got the balls, testing me to see if I could risk it all. On that proverbial one turn of pitch and toss, I think I would be too busy counting up the cost of change, because it's easier to remain in states of stasis with the feeling of being sane. As the intensity of my wildest dreams slowly start to wane, I stay in my lane of the day-to-day sameness and the mundane and wait for the end of the month where I get paid and live a long life of the lame and the layman. But hey, I guess it's what I wanted. Being normal isn't something you can flaunt. It's a quaint, quiet existence in the twilight meniscus, a solipsistic middle bit betwixt gas and liquid, not quite the solid ground of rock bottom, nor the great heights of skyrocket blooms, merely to tether there to and fro of pedestrian humdrum commutes. And not the pace of a passenger tarrying at interchanges, I become just one more face lost in rush hour at the train station. I wish I could speak with full authority and conviction that I have more to go off of than just guts and intuition. I served a sentence of a bachelor's in higher education and am still in limbo in the workforce, stuck in intermission, and I miss it. The places I haven't seen, the embraces of the friends that I've yet to meet, the taste of freedom like the fruit from Eden I've yet to eat, and I don't know how many more times this perfectly ordinary day can rinse and repeat before I cease to become the woman that I've yet to be and forget my dreams of leaving. Thank you.
I'ma take you 10 rounds like a boxer, baby. Show you how I put down what rocks a lady. Promise you're asking when I'm done for long.
One more time for Victoria. One more time, one more time, one more time, one more time, one more time. All right, so it's only been like 10 minutes and I already made myself a liar. I said I was gonna announce everybody's Instagram. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna backtrack and do everyone's Instagram who I could read so far, and then we'll keep the show going. So, one more time for our first poet, Brian, the Motel Guy. Can you give it up for Brian? You can follow Brian at Brian Acosta Aria. I'll spell it for you. Brian, BRIAN ACOSTA, another ARYA. If you missed that, go find them. AC Lightning was at the THEAC Lightning, IN, no G, underscore. Is that underscore? Yep. Underscore. I'm going to say Victoria's after the next poet because I'm having a hard time reading it. Victoria, you can follow Victoria at underscore, spell the word underscore, tour, actual underscore, UNDERSCORE, tour, TOR. If that's cool, say cool. All right, so we're going to keep the show going. Coming out of Queen, can y'all start clapping right now? Start clapping right now. Start clapping right now. Give it up for Alex Crowe, all the way to the stage, all the way to the stage.
I bet you still think of me when he asks you, hey, babe, what are you thinking about? You see through the mirrors of his smoke every time he lights up in an empty room. It's such an abstract life to lead when no one tells you who you are. You could say it was the gentleman in me to accept faults I didn't have to apologize for. Carrying excessive weight I was never asked to load. Going nowhere fast and staying stuck, packing my bags for your guilt trip. She had the lips of an angel, but kissed like a demon. Every time our lusts met each other's closed eyes, my heart was as cold as the black sheep I had become. I possessed all of her fears, worries, doubts, and thirst for liquid poison until I saw the blood of my veins exorcised from my body and the regret streamed a flood of dark pools, leaving no trace of life. My lungs. And it didn't take religion to free me of my sins. It was a long road to Maryland, but only a short walk to trade our glances across the venue stage. Missed opportunities met their makers, and the promises you couldn't keep looked ever so stunning under the blinding velvet lights. We knew our goodbyes would embrace in this fateful chance of a night, yet I wish we could have asked, who are you here to see? For just one more time. I would have traded the New York City skylines for the perfect view of your ocean blue eyes that your husband once drowned in. Motherhood was his gift that kept on giving, but closed fists and open wounds were the souvenirs of your jaded existence. She was a true California dream that would make all the boys fall in love with the beaches. Her coastline sailed her off to Oregon trails, and now the waters are too treacherous to swim in. It's not a day passes by where I don't remember being in your brown is the warmest color presence in a little house in Middle Village during the rainiest of winters. But now the leaves in Juniper Park don't settle in early autumn anymore. If the demons in me fought to keep you all alive, God would be another storybook fairy tale. So to all the women I've never loved before, please just know that I'm still lying to myself.
One more time for Alice Crowe. One more time for Alice Crowe. Keep it going. Keep it going. All right. You can follow Alice Crowe at Holy, Holy, Shibby, Shibby. If you're interested in also showing up to one of his open mics, please holler at him and find out when the next ones are happening. Actually, I want to pull up soon. Queens, backyard, sounds pretty fire. One more time for Alice Crowe. Yeah, one more time. Actually, I got a question for the New Yorkers in the room. One thing I heard about Queens, I don't know if it's going to be a disagreement here or not, but I heard that Queens is the best food borough. Is that true? Do any non-Queens residents disagree? Brooklyn? All right. So we got some disagreement here. All right, to be determined. To be determined. All right, we'll keep this going. We're going to keep this going. Coming out of the Bronx. Can y'all start clapping right now? Give it up for your next poet. Give it up for Michael. All the way to the stage.
When you hear the word I in my poetry, know that it transcends the rules of a singular noun. As I evoke the spirit of every observer, every scholar, and every storyteller that acted out their titles for the intellect of tomorrow, for the certainty of the greater good. Because of their martyrdom, their sacrifice of their lives to become slaves to the rhythm, every poet is able to whip a rhyme into a servant of freedom. Through these sinners turned saints' blood that is spilled on magnitudes of manuscripts, every pen wielded by a poet is able to bleed a transference of history to the children. So these young ones can understand that they are the culture that the arts wish to preserve more and the art that the culture desperately yearns for. They are the goal and the preparation, the success and the succeeding achievers of a greater nation than who we currently are, as it's the next generation that are our North Stars that will guide us to eternal happiness, as it's only when I look at a black child's unfiltered innocence do I know what being happy even is. So when I say the word I in my poetry, know that it encompasses the whole community that are true believers, that the children are better than who we were while simultaneously being who we are, and who we are is the first step to who they become, which is who I am, the tip of the future spear, but also the historic sharpening stone that sharpened the mind of every woman and man. I am every black woman and man that walked among these lands. I am every Afro that was told their style was less than. I'm every hip that was told not to hop because certain eyes and ears weren't a fan of a rhythm that they didn't understand. I am the people that danced anyway. I am every laborer that was labeled lazy because I didn't get lost in individual lust. I am every martyr that was murdered meticulously because I manifested morality in the masses. I am every nigga that was neglected by their native nations because I didn't reflect their supremacist notions. But I am also every nigga that was nourished by local neighborhoods that taught their newborns to never say never, as they can forever be any nigga that they want to be. So when I say the word I in my poetry, know that it works more as a plural noun, as I am every nigga, and every nigga is a poem, you see. I am every melanated metaphor, every smooth like cocoa butter simile. I'm every grandparent's idiom about boo-boo the fool, and I'm every big cousin she was into me hyperbole. I'm every saying that raised a black family. I'm everything. I'm every one of their poets, the ones that came before and after me. Matter of fact, I'm every one of their lyrics personified. I'm every one of their lyrics personified. I'm everything that was said in and in between the roots of their lines. So when you hear my poetry and I say the word I, know that another black poet has tapped into the collective cultural consciousness. And every chorus that comes out my mouth with confidence is for the niggas that are constantly on my conscious. Peace.
One more time for Mikel Angelo. One more time, one more time, one more time, one more time, one more time. All right, you can follow Mikel at I am Mikel, that's M-I-K-E-L, Angelo, regular spelling. That's again, I am Mikel, M-I-K-E-L, Angelo, regular spelling. One more time for Mikel Angelo, y'all. One more time, one more time, one more time. All right, we're gonna keep this show going. Coming out of Brooklyn in the house there. What up, Brooklyn? Coming out of Brooklyn, give it up for your next poet. Give it up for Demii Divine, all the way to the stage, all the way to the stage.
Where all my honey gone? Has it gotten stuck on the inside of the lovers who can't get the taste of me out their mouth? Has it found a home in all the homes it's visited? Whose jar is it sitting in now? Some of it is sunk itself into sheets, staining them honey golds. There's ex-lovers out there inhaling those same spots, hoping to catch a whiff of my memory. There's some rotting in the hands of the man who first held me when I greeted the world. Maybe my honey was too potent from birth. There's even more rotting in the hands of a man that was meant to be a mentor, but my honey seemed too sweet for him to not want to see just how sweet. It didn't matter that he was closer in age to the man who first took my honey without asking. Why the fuck y'all keep taking my honey without asking? When did I become the bee and you, I mean them, keeper? When did my body start producing honey just to be stored in different places? When did I become so lost in all the noise that the buzzing just started to sound like music? Sweet melodies no one thinks twice about. When did I lose the will to say, you can't have none of my honey? It's my honey. I may have dropped some along the way, but it wasn't for you. I may have shared it with some not worthy, but that doesn't make it any less pure. Shit, I've even shared it with some who didn't even want the honey. They only took it because it was free, something like a tasting, a sample of something they might like, except when they didn't like it, I never got my honey back. My body of a jar was just now a little less full, just wishing I could get some of my fucking honey back. Regretting having allowed myself to be pried open that way, but I was told I would be handled with care. Even convinced I would be kept in a cool, dry place away from direct sunlight, the perfect environment for me to thrive in. So I let the top of my honey be cracked. Watched as the stickiness dripped out of me. Let unclean fingers take a dip, hoping they loved the taste of me after cleaning me off. Even in moments when I really didn't want them to, I let them dip into my sweetness anyways. Even in moments when I really didn't want it to, my honey still leaked, so that must have mean I wanted it to, right? It made sense then, to need a sense of approval from the keeper, but did it make sense? giving away all my honey like I don't got no goddamn sense, in hopes that someone would stop and care and love me past all this tense. Soften my honey a bit, in hopes that them telling me how good my honey tastes would finally make me appreciate the jar it's kept in. The thing is, I know my honey sweet. Tastes like your favorite dessert, a delicacy to be cherished, and cherish her I will, because she tastes real good to me. And if she tastes real good to me, how dare I not be stingy with my honey?
One more time for Demii. One more time for Demii. We'll keep it going. Keep it going. For my Brooklyn people in the house, Demii also has her own open mic that she hosts in Brooklyn. If you want to know more about it, find Demii during the intermission, all right? Talk to her and please mix and mingle, and it's build this community we have going on here. If you're ready for the next poet, say word. Say word. All right, so this next poet, we got a question? Great question. If you want to follow Demii, you can follow Demii at Demii Divine, regular spelling. Again, that's Demii Divine, regular spelling. Divine with 2 E's. Thank you for that. Appreciate you. All right, this next poet. Quick tangent. So when I started the Sanctuary, it was supposed to be a showcase series. It has evolved, and the focus right now is somewhat on highlighting some of the OGs in the game. Like I said, have been doing poetry for a while, and I have an affinity for poets who inspire me, poets who were here before I was, and poets who are like still in the area, and like maybe poets who are poeted right now haven't got a chance to say who are these poets. So this next poet is emblematic of that. He's an OG in the game, and it's excited for me to have him on the stage. So coming out of Somerset, New Jersey, can y'all start clapping right now? Start clapping right now. Give it up for your next poet. Give it up for Joseph, Reuben, Fuller, all the way to the stage. All the way to the stage. Yeah.
My fate has never been in the cards. Reason I've been called difficult to deal with. One might expect a play on words with the four suits, but I feel Zoot fits me better. I feel I've gotten better. With age, the stage, umbilical page, invisible rage, minuscule saved, but spiritual be thy vocal cords, bathed in olive oil and poured back into me. Backs into me become too crowded. Turn your back on me so I can see the light at a different angle, strangled bad habits with the same hands I right my wrongs with. All blanks. Small thanks to those that try to keep the technique at its peak to during my absence, but I need my spot back. No need to shout. I'll remove you quietly. No doubt, Stefani taught me how to speak in silence, capable of making you change course. Coarse hearing will leave me out of wax museums, but on or off wax, I'm the brightest color out the box, and that's on the record. For the record, I didn't know what this L train was taking me. I just knew I needed sanctuary. On a mission to find myself. Last saw him wrapped up in the confines of yesterday. Yesterday, I had it all plus some more. More knowledge has been lost out on gaining it than soaking in what I already know. Know that I'm still trying to figure out what was just legal from voice boxed in. It's not a favorite feeling of mine. Mine is yours too. Too many ways to succeed. Succeed in growing before eating the fruits of the labor. Have no expiration date. Date yourself before worrying about the flaws of the next person. Personally, these tinted windows providing a new color to my spectrum. Rum has not entered my body in many months. Months have passed since the salon have touched my locks, locked in to be the best me possible. Possibly, I'll go back in time to see the exact time I was fronting front, or about face shaved, or clean the blade bleeds victory. Victoria holds my secrets far away from her knickers. Razors gives me nicks from New Jersey, but I know my way around towns in New York. Peppermint patty, mayonnaise, and bees in the cipher. Though rapper I'm not, but I apply 3 coatings around the words like a triple down goose. Take a gander at what I gather. Gallons of laughter from here and after. After The effects of misery have been worn off. I put on a new line of clothing. My most delicate parts with extra layers are peeled back and splitting. From my destiny is not a choice in my memory bank on it. I've been here before. All that I know I will deposit, I trust. You'll account for my feelings when I'm offshore, provide new savings when I'm unsure. Encores don't have the stomach to ensure what I drink is safe. My combination is wraith and faith. I'll make it barely visible, but as soon as you get home, you'll see that the big picture is far from unbelievable.
One more time for Joseph Reuben Fuller, y'all. One more time. Shout out, man. Shout out. So this is called The Sanctuary. And it's the wine. If you want to follow him, and you should follow him because he actually performs a lot. So you can see where he's performing at. You can follow him at Architecture. Regular spelling, I spell it for you though. ARCHITEXTURE 24. Architecture 24. One more time for Joseph Reuben Fuller, y'all. One more time. All right, so this is The Sanctuary. And in my mind, that is a triple entendre. One is for an ode to Love Jones. Another, it is actually a place of freedom and a place of refuge. And number two, it's like a church. And what I mean by that is, I said, if you want to give poets energy, you can clap, snap, you can tell them to bring it back, but also, I got some tambourines. So I only got two, so this is how I'm gonna do it. I saw a number of hands here, I need to spread it around. So one is going right here. All right, so what we're gonna do? We are communal. So we're gonna move it around a little bit. So we're gonna start here with Sheena, then it's gonna move a little bit to Virgo, then we're gonna end it over here with you. Cool? All right. Let's get it. All right, we're gonna keep this show going. All right, so we have finished the first 7, so now we're going on to the next 7. All right, so please forgive me if I don't see or pronounce the names correctly. I promise you I can see and I can read, but the reading is just a little challenging sometimes. All right, for this next poet, please correct me right now if I say it wrong. Is it Neu Be You? All right. Can y'all start clapping right now? Representing Brooklyn, give it up for your next poet, Neu Be You, all the way to the stage.
And I want all my sexy ladies to report to the dance floor immediately. We're gonna go and glide this.
I'm accepting my body. Not by view of what used to be seen, nor how I crave to be, but who I am, right now, in fullness of all her glory. I'm accepting my body. Life-given vessel screams liberty. This be change, she be history. Erasing her is erasing me, ever sing songs, sounds of victory to his majesty. So yes, I've accepted my body. Flaws and all that can be seen, since her heart won't let me lose her. No matter how hard I've tried, she's a part of my existence. Beneath breathly beasts bending backwards, being blamed, been begging, brown skin bandages bagged ready, before conception stretch marks marked, making me a believer. I don't like thinking for her to be her, she speaks and I listen.
Fact-checking is my mission since pain through experience causes misjudgment. Leave room for her to breathe in discovering we're safe here. My job's to listen. She's been silenced too long, pushed to and fro. She's held space called grace for boys to mending their trauma, her brain melting their pain. She has held hope in spaces unwelcomed. My body been bodied before bodies started counting. Then bang, damn, can I get a thank you, ma'am? She's been more of me than I've ever been. She be flesh wrapping my soul, comforting time, healing what I have shown. Her so beautiful, her so bold, her so special. I have given life through this body, catered births of breath inside of my womb. Shadows of still falling on insides, beating to the drums of our own hearts, connecting lungs with each inhale, releasing exhales of water, new life. I have numbered the times I felt their sound, spoken songs of gratitude, surfacing stains of regret, advancing in movement, my tongue removing every false hope of love. I have lived 3 times through my womb, each a different melody sung, a new story told, holding of the hand to their own tune, life unique in its own. This body has been hurt and loved more times than I can count. This body does not deserve me. And I owe it to her to accept her and the voice that she carries, and believe you should accept yours too. No matter its shape, size, or image, you see your body is perfect the way God made you. Train it to gain acceptance, not for approval of man, woman, or child, but for you. Loving what you see from the depths of you, minus views from society's false perceptions of truth. You are beautiful. No shade if you surgicalize your appearance to be deemed as beauty, full of lies they tell. Hiding under knives, cutting away childhood trauma, hopes and dreams, rearranging memories untainted. Our reflection has been bending Black lives. Beautiful butchers lied, widening hip dips lower than insecurities, begging boys look. Bullied her into believing she isn't enough. Laid under his knife, injecting opinionative imaginations unto her reality, dissecting truth, shaping away corners he deemed less valued as cartoon curve cuties. Comparing perverted desires with reality, windowing what worth should look like. You are what worth looks like. I've accepted my body.
One more time for Neu Be You. One more time for Neu Be You. If you want to follow her, you can follow her at NEU_BU regular spelling. Again, it's NEU_BU regular spelling. One more time for Neu Be You, y'all. One more time. We're keeping the show going, and we're keeping the show flowing. Can y'all start clapping right now? Can y'all start clapping right now? Give it up for your next poet coming out of Brooklyn. Give it up for MonaLyssa. All the way to the stage. All the way to the stage.
Just checking y'all temperature. I have a voice. I have a voice, I have a voice, I have a voice, I have a voice, I have a voice. I have a voice that I forget how potent it sounds when I neglect to speak. Like my words get locked up and my mind goes on a marathon of thoughts, keeping my voice hostage like I'm meant to be discreet. And if you know, you know. I can get pretty loud. Big energy, 0 or 100, I can't turn it down. And the goal is never to be mean, but I walk it like I talk it so there's no in between. Something like a hoot and holler, or maybe like a chili Mac, but best believe I'm too unbothered so we can always run it back. What's up, my nigga?
Yeah, I could blame it on being black. But really, I love the way I take up space with no apologies, so it's not my fault if you feel like you're under attack. See, I was told we have no space, no business, no rights, go to the back. And they look at us like we're crazy. No one was talking to you. But one thing I love about my people is we gonna check who you talking to. So yes, I love my voice and how loud she gets, because she can bend and twist and fill up a room. And I let the thoughts, when I overthink, pop like a balloon, because there is no sound like the sound of me, whether if I'm cursing niggas out or telling jokes being free. I own the vibrations of MonaLyssa, one of one, never two. I love my voice, and today I've shared a part of my love with you.
One more time for MonaLyssa, y'all. One more time. You can follow MonaLyssa at Speak For Itself, all one word. Speak For Itself, all one word. One more time for Mona, y'all. One more time. All right, so I'm going to give y'all what the flow of the show is going to be. We're going to get through the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 poets, intermission, then we get to the raffle. Is that cool? Stay cool. All right, so quick announcement, really just tangent maybe or so. The space we're in right now, I know you see it's called the Legacy Club, but as you all saw, it's also a dispensary upstairs. This is the first Black-owned dispensary in New York City. Give it up for that, y'all. Also, the first independently owned dispensary in New York City. It's also the first attempt at reparations. What I mean by that is the way the New York City marijuana licensing laws are working is if you were previously incarcerated due to marijuana violations, you are kind of first in line to apply for a marijuana license. Yeah. It's very fire. I am a proud former public defender, and my old job, helped make this happen for this space. So can we just give a shout out to Smack Villain one time? Clap it up. Yeah. All right, with that being said, we'll keep the show going. Can y'all keep that clapping going? Give it up for your next poet coming out of Brooklyn, New York. Give it up for Brey.
My mama said, all these girls ain't your friend. Stop bringing them around so easily. Stop leaving yourself so open. Don't be surprised when you come home with nothing but your bare skin. Ain't nobody ever tell you friendship has to be earned. Don't lead with your hand out, because nobody ever has a problem with taking. I promise, if you put all them friends in a dark room and shine the light on them, they show you red hands, bloodied from all the girls they done took something from without asking. My mama said, girl, I done had me some friends. All types of them. They came in like gentle waves, soothing and calm. They adapted to my ways to fit the shape I needed them to be. One girl submerged me so tight in her arms, it felt like the pain I held on to got cleansed right from my body. Or maybe she held me so tight, it felt like I was floating adrift, but at the same time, I knew where I was going. And this other girl, her name was
Well, I don't really remember what her name was, but she told me to whisper my secrets to her and she be diary. Told me that I never have to worry about my secrets becoming loose. Someone opening my book, reading into my scars without permission. She said, I'll lock them away for you real good. I'll only ever bring them back when you need a reminder to stay on track. This other girl party with me all the time. Said that I deserve to have some joy and peace. Said to have a shot of tequila or Hennessy. Told me I never have to worry about being alone in these streets. We deserve to have a good time, so let's have a good time. My mama said, girl, get your ass in this house. 'Cause ask me where all these friends are at now. I ain't sore about it, girl. I just don't want to ever have to ask you which woman did it to you, broke your heart, left you without warning, gave you back all them secrets and scars. Mama don't want to see you worn out with withered hands from all that giving you like to do. Mama knows what it's like to have your heart broken by a, well, what you thought was a good friend. My mama said, stop befriending all these girl, everybody ain't your damn friend. If you don't cover up, you'll get frostbite, start losing limbs. And when you go back to pick up the pieces of yourself, you'll notice they won't fit together no more. Hear my warning, girl. To be careful of the woman you call friend or bestie. The woman may claim they can't love you no more, make you turn blood back to water, make you villain, call it boundary, never apologize for giving you broken promises and empty dreams. I ain't a scorned woman, so make sure you listen. I'm tired now. Just remember what I said. All these girls ain't your friends. Stop bringing them around so easily. Stop leaving yourself so open before you come home with nothing but your bare skin.
One more time for Brey, one more time for Brey, one more time for Brey. You can follow Brey at just_BREY. Again, just_BR. You didn't emphasize that in here, but it's just__BREY. Just__BREY. One more time for Brey, y'all. One more time. We're keeping the show going. This next poet has, I believe, 2 one-man shows coming up very soon. If you want to have more information about that, you pull them to the side during the intermission or after the show and get more information about that. But yeah, can y'all start clapping right now? Coming out of Harlem, give it up for the Artist Anubis. All the way to the stage.
Take me in your arms tonight. Take me in your poems tonight. Wrap me in the limbs of your lyrics. Press heavy chest against mine. My bare body's been buried beneath snow, falling from the frozen fingertips of life. I'm so lost and alone in a world so cold, I would die to feel warmth even if it's hellfire. So Griot, take me in your arms tonight. Take me in your poem tonight. What's the purpose of a furnace burning in my soul when I can't feel the heat because I'm afraid of the light? What's the point of the power to paint a purple sunrise when you have 3 eyes but you got no sight, no vision? So see, this is true. The portrait ain't for the painter and your poems aren't meant for you. If you're a firefighter fighting fires, it isn't to rescue you, it's to rescue the people. See, we don't get good to rest with the good. We get good to wrestle the evil. See, if you're poeting poems for yourself, that's perfect, but we are not equal. See, I know we are griots. Our power wasn't given, it was gifted. We don't gotta write our stories down for spirits to get lifted. That's why our reading and writing are illegal. To let a king dream, but when the queen reads you, it's lethal. But the words we wield like weapons can heal too. We call it ritual. They call us savages. But it's our rite of passage to right wrongs and rite of passage. So we writers pass stage and we write past ages. We conjure generations. Our analogies are ancestral. Our similes are celestial. Our skin be blue black and we bleed black blues. Between the djembe and the boom bap boom, we're built different. When we say lean with it, they rock with it. Lean with it, and the room shifted. See, we poets are cunning linguists. What I mean is life and death and the power of the tongue, the art inside your heart, until words do us part, we are griots. Take me in your arms tonight. Take me in your poem tonight. And for every little girl traumatized by somebody touching their body, there's a poet pouring healing honey from their lips with consent to touch their wounds. For every boy who thinks their loss doesn't count because they lost count of all their boys who lost their lives before they could count. There's a poet collecting blood running like wine into chalice and commuting broken bodies to communion. So take, eat. And when I speak of my experience with the seductiveness of suicide, somebody in the audience was about to take their life until they heard a verse I say, converted from my vertebrae and used it to straighten up their spine. How dare we not realize we're alive to save lives? We griots be gods recording instruments of time. When life is given lemons, we be the twist of lime. The song that blows through your cells when singing blues in your cell. When you cry and you don't know why, you don't need a reason because we are the rhyme. Griots! Take me in your arms tonight. Take me in your poem tonight. Flame keepers, breathe in the embers of pain and sin, then open up your mouth and ignite.
Griot! One more time for Anubis, y'all. One more time. Okay, we're keeping the show going. Can y'all keep that same energy up? Start clapping right now. Coming out of Manhattan. Give it up for your next poet. Give it up for Mich, the orator. Keep clapping all the way to the stage. All the way to the stage.
Okay. I'm lucky. I've had many vocations, but I started off as a lover. And you were best friend turned best fit, humble man turned husband. Strangers to partners, we left our homeland but found hope in each other. I do till the end of time, as we tested each other time and time again. 10 years in, our attachment built on remember whens. Remember then, our love went from heaven sent to hell bent. Companions turned codependent, but when I said forever, I fucking meant it. You were my top pick turned pickpocket of joy, picking fights behind the white picket fence. We were perfect. It all added up. I was turned mathematician from madly in love. I was Pythagoras searching for the shortest distance between us. You were artist turned arsonist, setting fire to our commitments, and I was your muse turned museum of failures. So you became a sailor to traverse these oceans between us like Mariana Trenches in our king bed. But when you joined the Navy, you learned to fight with me instead of for me. We were unstoppable turned unstable. Two people simply unable to stop stepping on each other's toes under the table. You were my guardian angel turned prison guard. You were caring turned coroner, torture turned torturer, source of peace turned sorcerer of fear. And our love was big, but my shortcomings were bigger. And you were graceful turned gravedigger. Our bed became a graveyard for the dreams we created on the sofa, and our sheets were a place where sparks went to die. Intimacy laid to rest, swallowed up by that bed. Great sex turned into the ungrateful dead. Turns out I cared too much to care to put a stop to it there. Made homes around emotional bullet holes that our $600 silk Banana Republic comforter could never cover. But I was determined to stay a lover. And I saw the sparks die, but I stayed determined to try. But this lover learned that death begets death, and I felt so dead inside that when I'd touch myself, I'd feel like a necrophiliac. You were abused turned abuser. Your trauma a ghost haunting our future, and we were lovers turned leavers, and I flipped the lever from faithful to deceiver. I came face to face with my maker. You were a non-believer turned wide receiver of prayers until I hailed Mary in holes in my tongue, and our sacred vows clawed their way through my lungs. Embarked on a journey to find every god, but none of them were brave enough to save me. I returned to find this bedroom grave empty. And the worst part is, I know you say the same thing about me. You were show-off turned shoveler. You buried the dreams of this lover girl. You were married man turned martyr, distant turned farther, darkness turned darker. Wow. Now I am determined turned divorcee. And I sit here praying on our bedroom grave, and they say that graveyards are a place of death, and maybe that is true. Because this bedroom is where you killed me and where I killed every memory of you. Thank you.
One more time for Mich. One more time for Mich. A few things about Mich. Number one is she won the New Rican Slam on Monday. Give it up for Mich, y'all. Something else I want to say is this. As a black man in America, it's really hard for me to understand what it's like to be patriotic. However, I understand how living here is better than living in other places. And I say that to say that Mich received my favorite compliment I've ever heard to a poem at that Monday Slam. She has a poem about being Lebanese and the conflict happening in Lebanon, and she performed that on Monday, and Victoria told Mich that poem you just said is illegal in my country to say. Wow. And Mich said, my country too. Wow. And that's better than any kind of praise I could hear to see that. I don't know what else to say about that, but Mich, thank you. Appreciate you. We're gonna keep the show going. Can y'all keep the clapping going? Keep the clapping going. Give it up for your next poet. Coming out of Brooklyn, give it up for Marquis. Yeah. All the way to the stage. Yeah. Let's get it.
They say Brenda's got a baby, but Brenda's barely got a brain. A damn shame the girl could hardly spell her name. See, when Pac told y'all about Brenda, he was really trying to warn you about me. Because I've been here before Brenda and before the baby, because I'm poverty. I'm pent up anger passed down like family property, more liquor stores than supermarkets. I'm poverty. They ain't really ever have a pot to piss in. It was poverty. Don't act like you don't notice me. With all my pipe dreams, school to prison pipelines and the crackling crack pipes, it's all poverty. Where the corners is just as packed as the corner, because we always find a way to lead with lead. We struggle to read, so they ask if we understand as the rights are read, screaming freedom from themselves while some sell themselves, searching for freedom. It's poverty. When you ain't have $1 to your name, was making money, putting it in a church offering, praying that God would make something out of your nothing, it was poverty. And if you ain't ever meet me, I'm probably making you uncomfortable, reminding you how the other half still lives like plebeians punished under penthouses, furloughed into these financial filibusters where the public assistance ain't really assisting. It's just keeping your head above water. And you know what they say about good times. We be lucky we got 'em. We be lucky that we not in these tenement buildings, but we're redlined and packed in the packed out projects that we'll never get a chance to own, but we'll be sure to die for. And that just gives a whole new meaning to a lease on life. And it's all because of me. And I'm poverty. And I've been here before Brenda and before the baby. So you better hope I don't hold you next, because if I do, the revolution won't be televised. And since y'all want to speak about revolutions, when it all goes down, I'll be between the pages of Renaissance and repercussions. Somewhere near Rowdy. And if you still can't find me, I'm probably at this rendezvous, giving y'all my heart, trying to reignite the flame, remind you that when poverty's involved, shit could get ridiculous and radically raunchy. So I'm thinking about taking risks, because poverty not gonna hold me.
One more time for Marquis. One more time for Marquis. All right, so a couple things. Number one, Mich. You can find Mich on Instagram at MichArbid. Again, that is MichArbid. And for Marquis, you can find Marquis at im.Marquis. Marquis. Again, im.Marquis. One more time. Yeah, as the night continues, the reading gets harder, okay? As the wine continues, the reading gets harder. And I see Quincy and Gordon laughing at me, and I don't like it. I see him in the corner laughing at me. All right, we're going to keep this going. All right, we got one more poet before the intermission. Say one more. Say one more. All right, representing Long Island, start clapping right now. Give it up for your last poet before the intermission. Give it up for Jaiyden. Yeah.
Man, sex is cool, but fuck the system. The system being the things that fucked up Mother Nature's menstrual cycle, hence the reason why life and time don't flow no more. The system being the people polluting the day and age we live in. I mean, think about it. All niggas want is money, power and bitches, the modern day riches. Niggas nowadays aren't patient. Niggas want tomorrow to be today, and they'll do anything to make it happen. Kill, rape, steal, destroy, so fuck the system. It's a whole lot of people preaching false politics. They force feed it to news outlets and they force feed it to us. And because everyone's afraid to stand out, the cycle continues. But I ain't afraid. I'll stand out. I unapologetically pull up my big black dick and fuck the system. Because I'll be damned if I let it suck out my creativity, treating me like fruit, spitting out my seeds, man. Sex is cool, but fuck the system. Because nowadays, politicians fear Trump rather than God, and niggas beefing, slitting throats over land, so now little boys and little girls will continue to bathe in the blood of their mothers. The playtime has gone from TAG to MAG, and they switched the T's to M's because niggas was eating bullets and ain't nothing happy about that meal. So you see, the playtime has gone from TAG to MAG, and they switched the T's to M's because niggas was eating bullets and ain't nothing happy about that meal. So You see, it's the same system, different substance, and everybody's addicted. Great Israel's gone from glory to grief, Great Israel's gone from glory to grief, and last night I watched my mother cry from hearing another mother's cry. Then I cried. But the president, he claims he's a pacifist and he keeps the peace. But the people say different. They say he's quick to pass a fist across the faces of all immigrants while forcing ice down their throats so they choke and die slow. So keep your eyes low and mind your business. And while you're at it, bleach your skin and speak proper so they can't tell a difference. So I beg you, fuck the system. Leave her hair a mess and make sure tears come out her eyes and the mascara runs down her face. I'll show the world what it's like to tell a system that tries to mess with a nigga like me. Tell him it's fuck you.
One more time for Jaden, y'all. One more time for Jaden. All right, you can follow him at Archived, regular spelling, archive with a D, archived.lowkey with 2 Ys. Archived.lowkey with 2 Ys. One more time for Jaden, y'all. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up. All right, so we're going to take a non-color folk 5 minutes. And here is the rest of the evening. We're gonna get through at least seven of the raffles. I'm not sure how many more from 7 we'll get to, but I'll do the best that I can. If I do not get to you, this is a promise to you. At the next open mic, if you decide to come, you will be guaranteed in that first 7 slot. Cool. I do care. I really do care about the poets and the grind. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little break. Please get some food.
Southside, we gonna set this party on right.
Let's get back to the seats. Back to the seats. Can I get a yeah? Can I get a yeah? All right, so the next 7, we're doing a raffle style. So again, I'm gonna reference our podcast a lot. One of the things that came up, actually I brought it up, is I question a lot of raffles I've been to. I have been to many raffle open mics where I see the same people get selected every time. And I'm like, is that really a coincidence? You know what I'm saying? You know, my mama used to say I was born at night, not last night. And I was like, I don't know, that look a little fishy. So we doing my best attempt at a real raffle. So I want to come around the room and people are gonna pick, and that's gonna be who's gonna be next going. Okay? I'm not picking it. My wife's not picking it. My friend's not picking it. Y'all are picking it. So if y'all got upset, oh. Wow. All right, the dope poets are not picking it. My wife's not picking it. I'm not picking it. Y'all are picking it. So if y'all upset with somebody, take it up with the person who picked it up. All right, so I'm promising at least 7 people. I'm not sure how much I get to go after that, but I'll do the best that I can. Can I get a raised hand from the audience? All right, I see 2. I'm gonna go over here because it's a little farther away. Do not look at all. Look at my. You can. I was gonna say look at my eyes. Kind of crazy though. Don't. Hey, what I meant was don't look in the pot. Don't look in the bucket. 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 All right, all you gotta do is hand it to me. All right, here we go. Whoa, that's crazy. That's crazy. I love this. I really love this a lot. Coming up to the stage is Cordelia. Can y'all start clapping right now? Start clapping all the way to the stage, all the way to the stage. Come on up. Very welcome. Here you go.
All right. Ooh, I got it. You know what? I'm just gonna. All right, I got it. I'm just gonna take my hands off. All right. Paint me a picture, butterfly. Paint me a picture as time goes by. Paint me a picture, butterfly. You are who they pretend to be. You are the butterfly that wanders and is a sight to behold. But no one can truly hold you. They marvel at you, how handsome you are, how beautiful you are. Then, when they realize you can't be caught or controlled, their admiration turns to hate. But it is really the hate towards you or hate towards themselves, that they've made you such the image of what they think perfection is, that they now have hatred towards themselves for not seeing the butterfly they have within. Spending a lifetime in a cocoon, the bitterness has set in. So they look to you to trap you, the butterfly, to make them happy, at the same time despising your intricate design of freedom. So they decide to get some paint and color themselves to match your rare form, thinking, if I paint the exact same design, I won't have to grow into my own butterfly. I'll just imitate their wings. But you are the only butterfly of your kind. The rain washed away their paint, but you keep letting the sun radiate your wings, floating, flying, landing on beautiful flowers, and spending your life free, free, and more free, until your beauty becomes a part of the soil and is turned into a flower that cannot be imitated. You are the original. You are the paint that never washes away. Paint me a picture, butterfly.
For these next 7, hey, one more time for Cordelia, one more time. For these next 7, if you want to follow them, find them after the show, okay? We just doing the poetry and the names. All right, let me get a hand. All right, I see a hand right here. Brian and Motel Guy's picking our next poet. He's not looking. Let me see it. Okay. Y'all, I did not pull this myself. Drum roll, please. Coming out of Brooklyn, a fellow dope poet, one of the hosts of the Poetry as Usual podcast. Give it up for Storyteller Gordon!
I know we living in crazy times because I'm starting to believe that the world is flat. It's like the surface of a treadmill where we run in places and to places to remain in the same place. It's like they redesigned the hamster wheel and put us in this rat race where we like to compare pace, or is it pays, or other numbers on displays, but it's an exercise of endurance. How much can you take? 9 to 5 to you, 62, no, 65, no, 67. They keep extending the sentence. I mean, adding more time. Run on as they increase the incline. There is no finish line, just collapse. Run until you flat. Pray, you got enough handle to bounce back today. I guess that's why Kyrie Irving did say the world is flat. It's a conveyor belt. Well, we move like product. In lines, trying to stay within lines, borders they decide. See Palestine, labeled by gender, orientation, color, appearance, and or size. Date of expire, I wonder what's mine. Trying not to get out of line, because that's how you end up serving time in a box. But that's what happens when I reach the end of the line. Flat rate, shipped to the upper room. No Amazon Prime, flat apartment to remind that I don't own this body. And the rent is too damn high, flat. Like feet with no arch. Flat. So take notes when they inject us with the sharps because the healthcare system is barely assisting. Now, is this about people or business? When treatment leads to sickness, we all seem suspicious. How they issued a mandate for what might have been man-made. The man always trying to hold me down. At least that's what the other man say, but I don't have the space or time to deal with the Luigi conspiracies or argue with beautiful girls all over the world. But I guess that's why B.O.B. would agree the world is flat. It's like the screens we are too often seen reenacting scenes from. Now, is this reality or green screen? Things are never really what they seem. Maybe we're all just seeing things. The cinematography on this simulation is amazing. Ironic, there is no resolution. Cover your eyes, no peeking. Just flat, like the valleys that come after no peaking. Just plateau, flat. Like my favorite piece after they split the wing. But why did they split the wing? Flat. 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 Like my favorite piece after they split the wing. But why did they split the wing? Flat. Like the ass that nobody asked for. As unappetizing as flat soda through a paper straw, another thing nobody asked for. Flat. Like that metaphor might have fell to environmentalists. Flat chance we'll fix any of this. This system flat broke. I mean broken, unaware of any of the facts. We gonna ride till the wheels fall off or until they're flat. Another debate designed to distract. It's why we just stats monitored on a screen that's flat until we crash into an end line that's flat. It's just the lead story.
One more time for Storyteller, one more time for Storyteller. All right, I'm going over. I see your hand, I see your hand, I see your hand. Let's get it. Next time. I got you, Alex. All right, so I'm starting to understand why open mics are people don't believe when they say it's random. Another dope poet coming out of Queens. Can y'all start clapping right now? Give it up for your boy. Give it up for Jerome Heka.
Shorty said I'm fine. What you mean by that? Like I'm handsome? You want to hold hands and start dancing? You want to build a life together, like in tandem? You want to be tantalizing and have me notice you're as thick as the tension between us? Make a mess we can clean up? As a team? You want to come true? Like a dream? I've seen things. Married women who acted like my wife when their husbands weren't around. It seems strange. The same people said didn't want to hurt me convinced me I need pain to appreciate pleasure. To alleviate pressure of having to be better, because everyone's bad anyway. If everyone plays games, then I'd rather not have any play. Shorty said, I'm fine. What you mean by that? Like wine? You like wine? Rosé? You like roses? I used to sip on Stella Rosa. Now when I see double XL, I have no choice but to pour it. Did you know I'm a poet? Who may potentially find meaning in everything, always thinking, consistently find reasons for everything. Reoccurring themes, motifs, if you will. I read a book a month, sometimes psychological novels as I'm seeking a thrill. So she sees that I'm built, and I'm like, ha, hold it down. But I have you know that I stepped on a scale and I'm 200, solid. Didn't happen in a day, had to trust the process. So I'm told my most attractive attribute is my knowledge. Spend my free time with articles, studying particles that are subatomic. She said code word, ionic. Like she want to be bonded. But I need to know if her word is bond and if she'll ever break a promise. I'm prompted to wonder how dangerous it is when I get a shape up. All of a sudden the sun starts shining and all my exes want to make up. OD. Craving attention, but I'm too busy penny pension to pay up. If they had enough sense, they would have saved up. Gave just enough for myself to be selfish from now on. Gave too many people my number, no wonder I'm the one they count on. Old friends tell me keep up the good work, but never say how long. I don't rest enough. Carry weight on my shoulders like I don't do chest enough. Since I got older, stopped searching for clovers, but still pressed for luck. Used to dream about catching lightning in a bottle, but it never struck. And with all that on my mind, Shorty said I'm fine. What you mean by that?
One more time for Jerome Heka. One more time for Jerome Heka. We keeping the show going. We keeping the show flowing. All right, it's on you, Alex. Don't look. All right, there's no more dope poets in here, y'all, so y'all can't blame me on that. Yeah, Quincy, you didn't sign up, brother. Yo, shout out King Quincy, y'all. Shout out King Quincy in the building. Start clapping right now. Coming out of Brooklyn, give it up for Sheena. You're very welcome.
We did. If love and war were truly fair, these decorative scars that mar this battleground, this body molded in cursive, this flawed thing that I pamper and pummel so carelessly, would come with at least a cursory warning. If not a cautionary tale, it would read, love me at your own risk. An infinitely long, ever-growing, paradoxical masterpiece of self-doubt, self-love, and self-hate, scrawled on pretentious papyrus. It would be in a code I made when I was 5 and have since forgotten. Effectively elementary, but foreign to these grown eyes, it would be a coming-of-age story that never quite grew out of its awkward moments and instead relives them on a highlight reel. All forced feels and explosive emotions labeled duds. Written not to excuse my misgivings about the way you love me, but to at least explain why I flinch at your touch, but still make you fight me at every step. That would be fair to you. And if you'd be so kind, you'd share your findings so I could learn about me too, this confusing me. Imagine an index of every chapter, an annotation for each situation neatly placed and shea butter scented. There'd be something about love and loss in my margins. I would take a foot of notes and piece together my heart and spine the world has yet to grind so that I could stop throwing dirt in your eye. To love me is war. And I fuck and fight dirty. I would still find ways to sneak in fine print, because how dare I tell me about myself? No, that's not what I said. Okay, go back to page 10. Did you turn me on and off? Are you afraid yet? Tired yet? Of me? With me? It's so hard being everything and nothing you need when you need it. A wet dream made real is no longer fantastical. This thing that we do, that I force us to play, is it cold yet? Long years of just enough, a therapeutic stupor. Decisions we made while drunk on love and sex will force us to rehabilitate in the aftermath. Can we survive it yet? Do you know me yet? And when the dust has settled and the last brushstrokes have swept by, can we tell my story like victors do? Pretty little lies to help me sleep at night, and all the reasons you still think I am beautiful. Poem.
One more time for Sheena, y'all. One more time for Sheena. One more time for Sheena. I was over here. Can I get a volunteer to pull? I see you, Brey. I don't think this person's here anymore. Is there a man named Max? Max is gone. I'm gonna talk about Max actually. Max is a white boy who came in here, and he was like, I don't really want to perform, but like I lost a bet, and I was forced to be here, but he's not here. Boo, boo, boo. Max. I love all humans, but this stage is for people who care about poetry. So we're gonna keep this going. Breathe one more time. All right. Let's get it. This next poet, start clapping right now. Give it up for Mahdus. Yeah.
I said, I pay homage to those that came before me, that took flight, then paved me a road of blazing glory. Be bold and wary of those that change our story. Sleeping on myself finally arose the age of 40. So here's a rose, a reminder for the reason to never stop, even when you tired of believing. That universal thread keeps eyes on what you weave, and be in tune, you'll always be on time and with the seasons. Gratitude to have you so high from what we breathing. They say you got a limit, the sky's so deceiving. Bear it all, don't hide what you believe in. Your tribe's ready to ride for what you screaming. Can you look me in the eyes? I guess it depends. If you're ready to dive into the deep end. If you alive, be live, that's what I reason. A lot of niggas just be fried without no seasoning. Can you look me in the eyes? I guess it depends. If you're ready to dive into the deep end. If you alive, be live. That's what I reason. A lot of niggas just be fried without no seasoning. While they was asleep, I started dreaming different dreams. On the road to redemption, seeing different scenes. They used to tell us we had demons in our genes, then built a world that only finds meaning in a scheme. Now we reduced to all just screaming from a screen. All just jade-colored eyes fiending for some green. Listen, to nurture, see, it's natural in our nature, so a stone-cold heart is only factual for haters. Our behavior, it could catapult our greatness. Our behavior, what's it, passionless or sacred? They want us divided up in a crisis, said have a piece of pie, then divided us into slices. Hate disguised in lying, just trying to be divisive, but I'm grateful because you can't match the fire that it ignited. Every day I wake up and move this body of water. So if you've seen something godly, man, it's probably a Zora. Thank you.
One more time for MahdusMusic, y'all. One more time for MahdusMusic. All right, we're keeping the show going. I want to get to the back. Can I get a hand over here? All right, we're going Savannah. We're going Savannah. Hey, say what up, Savannah. All right, all right, all right, all right. I know. So what the feedback I got is that I did not give any Instagrams to anybody who went since the intermission, and that is something I will work on for the next show. What I'll say for now is if you want to follow somebody, please find them after the show. Yo, once the show is over, you don't have to go home. We can kick it here. Actually, please be in community. I know Gordon doesn't believe that we have a real community, but we have a real community in the poetry. Yeah, hey, Gordon, I love you, brother. I love you, brother. I love you, brother. But no, we really are trying to foster community here. So I encourage all of you to come to anybody in the second half of the intermission to figure out how you can follow them, how you can find them, what they got going on. Cool? You're welcome. All right, so this next poet, give me 1 second as I get this together. All right, coming from the Bronx, give it up for Jade the Jumpman, is that right? Yeah. Yeah. Let's get it. That's it, brother.
Are you working hard or are you hardly working? Do you die trying or do you try to die? Have you ever given so much care into something you need, like the giving tree? May as well have stripped you down to a seed and not receive anything because you were happy. But believe me, you've been deceived. Life doesn't give a damn. And somehow it's your fault. Planting the asphalt is you, the seed. Forget smelling like Celine. How about smelling like rubber and gasoline? Your stomach is turning, but your fire is burning because it's your last hope at returning somewhere to be determined. Did you die trying or did you try to die? Was it good times or bad times when you're keeping your head above water and making a wave when you can? The odds are not even. Staying high to high tide as it waves at you to pull you in as you push against the wind. It's sink or swim. As you stare at the billowing white foam, your mind roams to think, this is a fitting gown if this should be the way I drown. But did you die trying or did you try to die? I can speak from experience when I say I've danced with my demons, had to lean with and rock with it when they wanted me to lock, pop, and drop it. I heard the devil is a good botanist, plant seeds of doubtness, plotting this land that I call my core. I take a broom to prevent any more, or else I'd be uprooted from the floor. So I know what it feels like, that desire to build your fire, but too much and you'll blaze out, too little and you'll flame out. If you had to choose, which way would you play it out? Did you die trying or did you try to die? When you leave today and go home, will people remember the way you roam? As you walk, every step's understood. As the pressure underfoot gives way under your foot, you get nervous and look at what's under your foot. Because the pressure ever so slightly slights you, you thought of the anxiety to excite you until you can't even look at the eyes that sight you. So you look at the ground and again at your foot. You look forward a bit and you see a door that seems to be closing bit by bit. Unless you put your foot in it, the door will close. Will that be it? Will you die trying or will you try to die? I don't know about you, but I'm picking the former. Stay jumping.
All right. So we're lucky. And this is why we're lucky. We have one more until we get to the end of the 21. But after that, we only have 4 more, and that seems that I can fit 4 more people in. So, hey, this is not going to happen every open mic, okay? But we got lucky this time around. But we still doing a random, all right? We still doing a random. Can I get a hand? Can I get a hand? Can I get a hand? I got a hand over here. I got a hand over here. Actually, one more time for RJ the Jumpman. One more time, one more time, one more time. Okay. Ooh-wee. All right. Can we start clapping right now? Give it up. Coming out of the Bronx. Can we give it up for the one and only Virgo?
They say the thicker the thighs, the warmer his ears. I said that. Period. They say the thicker the thighs, the warmer his ears. Apron belly makes for a great headrest. Diving into this big body of water with no fears. That's how I like them. Unafraid and unashamed. I wouldn't have it any other way anyway. Ain't no hiding me. I am not one of those good old reliable pick me desperados. You gotta appease me. Treat my cellulite with manners. You gotta please me. I like dates and nuts. You gotta feed me like I'm Seymour. I like dates and nuts, you gotta feed me like I'm Seymour. And there's a lot of me for you to see more, so be intentional. You think cause there's a plus sign next to my size, I'ma let a nigga treat me confidential, negative. I wouldn't let you cage me to the side even if I came from your rib. I bleed confidence. And why they always shock we got confidence just cause we big? The way I make motherfuckers step right around me tells me I'm the shit. I shift how you navigate the pathways, taking up mad space, bend air, making room just for my hips to sway. This aura is alluring. They heard a fat girl pussy, so now they cat calling. You curious, huh? Bitches see us love out loud, form upside down smiles like, what he seeing her? She big, she fat, she got a wide back. In fact, I bet she can't even see past her titties. So, bitch. And I'm still mad pretty, a gorgeous spirit with infectious energy. I ain't gotta say much, my name precedes me, Big V-I-R-G-O, that's me. Nah, I'm Katana, how I kill self-esteems and these hoes still fans. That's a flawless victory.
One more time for Virgo, y'all. One more time, one more time. All right, we're keeping the show going. Hey, can we get a shout out to our DJ one time? What up, what up, what up, what up? Yes, sir. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. All right, so in honor of our DJ, you're gonna pick our next person. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. Thank you. He's not looking. And his glasses are off. He can't see without them. All right, keeping the show going. Coming out of Queens, can we give it up for Chris C? Yeah. Clap it up all the way to the stage. Clap it up all the way to the stage.
Thank you. My toughest words sit tucked away because I'm afraid I won't do them the justice they deserve. Translation, I don't think I could really let these pains go. Let these truths free. It's a shame I'm the one withholding said justice from me. Truth is, sometimes writing is not enough and I need to speak. Truth is, sometimes ink bleeding is admittedly insufficient and I need someone to see. I don't necessarily need a woe is me, but how much longer can I continue to say woe to Chris? See, I deserve to be seen. These words deserve some sunlight. These cuts and bruises may heal even if they never ever get revealed, but the ink will only congeal the longer I withhold it from bleeding, spilling sloppily, showcasing my survival skills because writing has kept me alive. Can't you tell my pen is a handmade quill? I sacrificed some of the birds I used to flock with and every old version of myself in exchange for... It's safe to say God has been generous to me. He at least lets me keep the memories in the form of a feather, reminding me that my pen will only ascend and get better. Now, I don't want to come across arrogant, but sue me if you will. The pride that I carry in being this resourceful has unlimited refills, but yet I keep my toughest works locked away because I'm afraid I won't do them the justice they deserve. Justice is defined as fairness and the principle of giving people their due, whether through equitable distribution of resources and opportunities, or through merited rewards and punishments. Maybe I've been a little too resourceful, a little too prideful. So prideful that I can't seem to get out of my own way and allow these wounds to really see the light of day, to let them truly heal, to let ink truly flow. Instead, I believe these works so big and tough that I keep them locked away, not giving them an opportunity and punishing myself as I go. I swear these works are so big and tough, I say to myself, I'll recite them one day, and then I'm mad about the lack of seasoning in the meal that I made and prepared and put on my plate. Look at me. I swear I'm an alchemist. But what kind of alchemist turns their pain into misery? Lifelong bruises growing deeper and deeper the longer I let the ink bleed silently, sitting silently, but never letting it be known that I was in pain. Such a shame. One night, I asked myself, what do I gain from airing out my dirty laundry? Maybe I'll feel a lighter load on my back because I'm finally letting these pains go. I mean, I'm finally washing these stains out. Honestly, I'm starting to feel a little lighter and lighter as these words leave my mouth, and somehow these lights somehow seem so much brighter. I just hope these wounds are healing. I just hope these wounds are breathing. I just hope I don't stain these floors, but I just want to be me more than I've ever been. But then that night, God's voice trembled through my mind as if to answer that question. He told me it's because there's only greatness along the dawn in my path, so I guess mourning time and time again will eventually seem to end, and maybe that's the justice that's to be served all along. To really let this ink bleed and show God that I'm really ready to make a sacrifice of myself. I've done it time and time again, but this time, not in silence. Because I want others to know I need help too sometimes. And beneath all this pride is only humility inside. Maybe it's about time I stop withholding the evidence. And maybe I could let these works free with a lot less reticence. And hopefully, by then, maybe justice will begin to be served.
One more time for Chris C. Y'all. One more time for Chris C. Y'all, as a lawyer, we really care a lot about the record. So I want the record to reflect, okay, that Chris C was the first person after the guaranteed 21 slots. So I did a good job staying before 9 p.m., getting all 21 people in. So can y'all give me a round of applause for being on time? Thank you. But we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep it going. We got 3 more. Can y'all say 3? Can y'all say 3? Let me get a hand. Let me get. Michael, I saw you first. I saw you first. I bet. Can y'all start clapping right now? Coming out of Mount Vernon. Can y'all give it up for Novi? Clap it up all the way to the stage, all the way to the stage, all the way to the stage, all the way to the stage.
I was a lover girl gone rogue, living in a world where 5-year-olds get detained for their birth. A world where I'm starting to question if procreation is a curse, because sometimes I think my mama might hate me the way she loves me. I question if she gave up her soul so that I could have mine, or maybe out of her 3, I was meant to be the one praying that God heals her broken heart. You see, the devil played when he decided to play some of us these cards. Who told him to toy with creation enough to make us hate what we see when we open our eyes? When the sun blinds our point of view and these rays touch my skin, I think I glisten. But someone else takes my reason to shine as their reason to demise if it means a way to stomp my ideas out of their systems. So pondering all things and everything, as I often do, is starting to blur my vision on this day. Drifting through my thoughts, and the courage to want to lead with love makes my body start to tingle. I then mingle with the idea that all that glitters can absolutely be gold if I choose to see it that way. There's beauty even in the longing and the lonely days. The lovey-dovey kiss, my reflection of my eloquent strife for perfection as I sing these words to you from the depths of my womb. Empty now as God made me, but I'm capable of creating life. I consist of so much unlocked power, my temple sheds and bleeds red, the same color of love and anguish and embarrassment and flattery, misery and gain, always dancing so closely, this perfect union of what it means to be human. Salsa, samba, reggae, soca, compa, shaku, the beat of the same drums, they match my thump-thump as I'm questioning my humanity on this love day. I'm thinking about the impression in my expression of my carbon footprint, the imprint of my moldings as I think about the scoldings I've received for being intuitive. I'm washing my hands clean from the idea that my experiences have to make me mean or strong or sweet and neat. A product of my environment means that I'm still a lady even when I choose to be rough and rugged around these edges that I lay so beautifully, as Badu reminds me that my window seat is always waiting for me. A chance to fly, releasing my rapper. The older I get, I realize we really don't do the same drugs anymore. Now back to Erykah Badu as I try to concentrate on the music, a lover, and the babies alike, because many diasporas share the same nursery rhymes. First comes love, then comes marriage, then comes a baby and a baby carriage. Now we're back to Chance the Rapper and the coloring books, because windows closed and Wendy got older and wiser, older and divided now. And I said, Mama, can't you see what birthing these ideas has done to me? I'm thinking about the chimes and the church bells fighting back from the idea that this country could burn, just like how the schoolhouses mysteriously burned our black babies. I'm turning up the music again now as I indulge on this day and craft these prophetic, poetic words as an outlet. I'm choosing to wear my love letters as a bulletproof vest to the chest, rhythmically encoding messages so meticulously that it still entertains as it evokes movement in those who want to listen. Beyond this day, I hope the world listens to the love. A true empath, because only this poem has passed and I'm already lost in the roller coaster spirals of love. I can't consistently hate because you all have me smiling at my screens. It's always Black History Month and I love to see Black women and Black men loved authentically, because love truly is a drug. It can heal generations, fight for love, and it can heal nations. I'm not good at wearing a hard facade because love is in my air. And like chocolates and hard candy, the warmth makes me melt when I'm thinking about making every day Love Day. Love is the embodiment of all things genuine and authentic, empathetic and righteous, patient and gracious. Love is the warmth of a silent call to action, so choose to act on love.
One more time for Novi, y'all. One more time. All right, we got 2 more. Can I get a 2? Hey, these last 2, I'm a fan of both of them. So we'll see what happens. Can I get a hand raised? I'm looking over. I see Mich. Hey, you last. I got you next. I bet. All right, so this next person, I have had, I don't know if I call it a privilege because it's not always that fun, but I've hosted slams before. One of the worst things about hosting a slam is that as a host, you have to remain impartial. Yo, that sucks. That means you can hear the hardest bar. I gotta sit there like, that was a poet doing some poetry. Give it up for the poet and not the score. I really can't react, and it really makes me upset because I really want to react sometimes. But I understand that, slam has an etiquette, and if I'm gonna do it, I gotta do what I gotta do. But this is not a slam, and I can be impartial, and I can react and emote as much as I want to. This next poet is a fire slam poet, but also a fire poet just in general, and I think that if you are a competing slammer now and or in the future, be worried about this guy. Because this guy doesn't have next. I think he has right now. Can y'all start clapping? Coming out from Newark. Come from Newark. Give it up for Silent Night.
All right, no pre-speech, so I'm gonna get right into it. I'll fuck a new girl and her feeling senseless. I'll fuck a new girl and her feeling senseless. Leave both battered and torn, I can't commit. Last time I did was almost committed to a psych ward, so now I psych myself out, saying I don't believe in love, knowing damn well a divine hand crusaded the agnostic out of me if God is love. Then I have felt his wrath, striking my chest with righteous judgment, leaving a rupture between my lungs and breastbone, pretending it wasn't either our fault. We were just two masses, fracturing to the other side of the cosmos. All is made a matter. So why didn't I matter to you? Just dark matter, empty space, something to fill the void. I tried to fill the void in someone else, but it don't feel like your devotion. We became blasphemers, making mockery of each other's temples, calling it making love. No, Jesus restored us. The walls covered in the filth of our secrets, the burning aroma of our past transgressions, some unforgivable. Made love the only thing we believed in. Found pieces of my self-worth wrapped around your tongue. Literally sucked the soul out of me. I'm a ghost now. No holy, just literally sucked the soul out of me. I'm a ghost now. No holy, just hollow. Words vomit hollows ripping through each other's flesh. We shifted into triggers. The closer we pulled in, the closer the barrel got to letting go. Filling presents with shells of ourselves. Pretending it's like the first time my hand held yours. Missing you is still aiming. Releasing is still shooting. Pray shooting stars send me back to you. Be a sign from the heavens. Or just meteors crashing my skull. Everything beautiful ain't pretty, but we sure were beautiful together. Embers turned exploding supernova, had a heart on fire. The flames were all consuming, smoke to a black hole, joint souls colliding. The feeling is addicting, trying to fix each other, becoming each other's fixes instead. I've been itching, becoming each other's fixes instead. I've been itching to feel you again or feel anything at all. That rush when I was inside you, absent with anyone else. Only your hand, only your touch, only you.
One more time for Silent Night, y'all. One more time. All right. I want to say, in my defense, Newark is spelled N-E-W, New, A-R-K. I know. What I'm saying is those who are not from here, like myself, who made a mistake, when I first see it, I think it is New Irk. But now I know, and I'll never make that mistake again. Thank you for the correction. Coming from Newark, one more time for Silent Night, y'all. One more time. All right, we got 1.5 poets left. Yeah, what half mean? We'll figure it out. This next poet actually, it's really fire that he's ending the night. Me and Gordon had a slightly debate on the next episode of the Poetry's Usual podcast. Thank you. The debate was about the journey, was partly about the journey of a poet. I have a lot of sympathy for what it means to be a poet. As somebody who went from open mic to open mic to open mic to open mic, who finally got my first feature, who fucked the feature up on accident. Like I messed up. I remember I didn't really know what I was doing. Then I got another feature, and I got that feature right. And like haven't gone through the process of being a poet, from memorizing my poems to being on stage and to rocking the crowd. I have a lot of sympathy and heart for the journey of a poet. This poet who is ending our night and a half, I think has embodied what I view as going through the journey of a poet. He has gone from open mic to open mic. I mean, from the Bronx to the Brooklyn. He was in Jersey last night. Like, he really be grinding. Pen is crazy. And his personhood is even better. So can y'all start clapping right now? Representing Queens, give it up for Jade! Yeah.
When did the dope poets become the Cat Williams for poetry? When did the dope poets become the Cat Williams for poetry? A 53-minute episode, chill but cold facts like Eskimos, black males delivered like envelopes, got people talking, questions, stalking, mentions the flawed repentance, words lost in weapon, AI, ghostwrite, gatekeep, fake nice, fake support, a panel of 4, what we came for, a panel of jewels, a panel of dudes. A panel to expose the bare facts because people love nude, so I'ma do it too. Oh, but Jade, you know the slam rules. There's no nudity allowed. Anyway, this is the naked truth you're gonna hear right now. Horny erotic poems have more kinks than some of us black men's obsession with straight hair. And no matter how many times you call her honey, she's still going to date bears. Poems about N-word passes for a black cookout with unfinished chapters of trauma. Yet you already got a book out. Put your stuff down, looking like you've been wiretapped. No wonder you always bug out. The cash flows like rap pros. Why do we still tap dance for wiretap phones? We can't stand the fake conscious. Books that sell out more black people than slave auctions. We've all gotten too comfortable with commodification. Conditional community when them dollars are taken. Wait, is community convenient or is it convenient to commute to poetry venues? The cash is flowing, but where is it going? Not in the unpaid hands of those starving poets. Out-of-pocket promises, perpetually penniless, to clicks and groups, to clicks and views, another hit. Talk your shit, spit the truth to get put on another blacklist review behind the snaps, claps, feet taps. I'm happy you're recording this because we gonna run this shit back. Only $5? Why do we only support poets when it's basically free? Comments, reposts, and emojis are too easy. I mean, you want to know what's basically free? Paying 20 to win 20 at the Neu Slam Poetry. You do the math. You want to know what's basically free? Paying 20 to win 20 at the Neu Slam Poetry. You do the math. $0 the net charge. Here's my next bark. Dope poets are Cat Williams, so our dog dummies call me Pet Smart. When your hands can't rub 2 dimes. You know, most of the time, You know, most of the time, a poet's hands can't rub two dimes. So in exchange, our words rub people the wrong way. Because when the rubber meets the road, we maintain the drive to be on the right side of our poems. A hit piece, when slam says hit, they mean views. But when a poet says hit, we mean murder, character assassin. We run over because our tirades be tires. They gain so much traction. Blitzkrieg, bars witty, 1, 2, because 3 times a charm city. This is not a slam poem. Call this battle rap. This gun stays snitching. Rat-a-tat. 2025 freshman class. 2025 freshman class. Let a poem like this get shadow banned, because I'm already dark-skinned, man. And to these chauvinistic poets, you think your poem's a money like a composite sketch? The only artistry you're good for is to withdraw and deposit checks. ATM should label you incel and not for sex. No wonder your girlfriend calls you sandwich. She doesn't want your meat, she got your bread. You think the meat's the apple of her eye? At least apples have a seed. So that's why you love to go first in slams. Why? It's because you don't last long, G? Look. Okay. You think your meat's the apple of her eye? At least apples have a seed, so that's why you love to go first in slams. What? It's because you don't last long, G? A poet's bars are not sex drive. We drive sober instead. A poet's bars are for those who dodge the bullet. No wonder they go over your heads. I ain't Carlton's dad, yet you crying, uncle, you feel me? Love poems got you hair over heels. What are you, Rapunzel's Achilles? Poets that are fond of daily catfish. And you can't call yourself a young cat when you're an old mouse. What cartoon do you watch? Tom and Geriatric? Pushing 50, you can't even spell state. Thinking you're the showcase when you're just a tell case. The crowd's loud, so let's give the dope 7 who spoke heaven a shout out. Cause I say Jerome's in the house. I say Jerome's in the creative soul house. Who married the sanctuary because you both found organizations and each other as co-pals. 2 souls in balance, like the flower scent of Malcolm X, like the rose garden grows Martins as the rose garden hosts crops and throws rose props to budding poets for their too much and extraordinary talents. Comma, yeah, da. We've been writing these poems because we're the man in the mirror. We've been writing these poems because they don't really care about us. Shout out to the king of pop and King Quincy Jones. Stage presence with page presence. We're storyteller Gordon Ramsay, a food cooker who can't talk sweet in this new shit. I mean new sugar. Wait. When did the dope poets become the Cat Williams for poetry? And when did this poem go from grievance to sentiments? Jade and Slam, there's no nudity allowed. Anyway, that was the naked truth.
Yeah. Give it up for Jade. Whoa. Sometimes the rappers are real. Whoa. Yo, Jade, there are so many places I could take this poem. I don't want the New Yorker twice, and I'm no richer. Okay, that is a fact, Jade. That is a fact. So much good stuff. Whoa, one more time for Jade, y'all. Give it up for Jade. All right, we have come to almost the end of the night. Say aw. Say aw. So another debate we had on the podcast is, if you have an open mic, will you just, if someone who you really rock with walks into the building, will you invite them onto your stage? So the debate ended up being about, would they kick somebody off who was already signed up? Would they bump somebody else who was already signed up? The beautiful thing about tonight is this person is not bumping anybody. Right? Give it up for that. this person is not skipping the line. They're just going last. Give it up for that. All right. She's going to be upset, but I'm doing it anyways, okay? This next poet is my wife. She asked me not to big her up, so I'm really not bigging her up. I'm just promoting for her. Okay? She got a book coming out. Okay? It's kind of crazy. Brittany Barker is a phenomenal poet. Has been doing poetry for a minute. And the fact that this is her first poetry book is kind of crazy. But it's her first one. So get a copy is what I'm saying, okay? She also, a couple months ago, had her first one-woman show. Yeah.
And the show sold out.
All right. As we get the next mic happening, it was sold out, but it's happening again in June. June 6th. So please follow Brittany Barker at I Am Brittany Barker to get your ticket for the next show. True. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a 2-minute intermission. The painting is still happening, y'all.
I love it.
You can get it for $5. It's a $5 raffle. So we're gonna take 2 minutes. Get your raffle. We'll come back. We'll close the show out. Now it'll be over. 5 minutes, y'all. 5 minutes. 5 minutes, y'all. 5 minutes. Get back to the seats. Let's get back to the seats. Let's get back to the seats. Back to the seats. If you have not had a chance to get your tickets to get a painting, to get this painting, now's your chance. If not, you're lost. If y'all ready for the last poet, can I get a word? Can I get a word? All right, we got one more. All right, I've done enough hyping her up, so I won't continue doing so. I will, but she asked me not to. I gotta honor what she asking. Coming from Harlem, New York, my beautiful wife. Start clapping right now. Give it up for the one and only Brittany Barker.
Auntie Pearl calls me a people pleaser after Ugba. I'm still hearing them eggshells when you walk up in this house, girl. The balls of your feet gotta hurt all that tiptoeing around people's emotions. When you get my age, you stop trying to be the shoreline for everybody's waves. They just come and go, just like that. Don't give a damn about your sand they scatter. Don't care nothing about the litter they leave behind. I see it all collected in your shoulders. You think because you ain't lugging them duffel bags cross state for your little weekend rendezvous, I don't see what you dragging? Child, please. You got bag lady in them genetics. I was hoping it ain't spill over the genes. I was hoping it skipped the generation, but some things just too heavy not to spill over the genes. I keep telling you about them hand-me-downs. You remember when that boy tried to dress you in the void his dead mama left behind? How it just hung off you like you were supposed to be some clothing rack for what he couldn't carry in his own closet. You think I ain't seen the pity stain in the fabric of your dress at your first engagement party? And how that love turned out? Cheap way to sew a relationship, baby. Trust me, disdain will burst through any seam if you stress eat everybody and they mama's problems long enough. Them men, them best friends, them. Let me pick your brain for a second, folk. Fill you up so good you lose the appetite to stomach your own shit. Sometimes I sit and I wonder where all these stretch marks come from. How your uncle only loved these love handles because they gave him something to hold on to when he needed that ride out of his depression. Be nobody's mule. I'm telling you about them homegirls too. Them only around when your hands out sisters. I'm just saying. I ain't trying to tell you to stingy that full cup you got, but your mama ain't raised no fool. Not everybody who's thirsty got a drink off of you.
One more time for Brittany Barker, y'all. One more time for Brittany Barker. Y'all, we have come to the end of the first ever Sanctuary open mic. Can y'all make some noise? Can y'all make some noise? All right, so before we get to the reveal for who won the raffle, I want to say two things. First is thank you all poets. Give it up for yourselves. Give it up for yourselves. But I mean this sincerely. I've said this many times. I've been doing this for a while, and when I decided what I wanted to do in terms of curating, I chose showcases because I want to be able to pick the poetry that I get to see. I want to thank all of you for making this open mic feel like a showcase. I mean that. Every one of you poets who came onto the stage. Hey, yeah. Y'all made an open mic feel like a showcase. Every poet I could tell cared about this poetry. Every poet cared about this art form. I really appreciate y'all, and I don't regret doing an open mic. Matter of fact, I want to do this again. It's happening soon, so follow me. Follow me at A Brother-in-Law or the Sanctuary of Poetry, and the next open mic will likely happen in June. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. Stop it. I mentioned June because I'm gonna have the last actual showcase. So let me backtrack. So you heard that I also was inspired by Def Poetry Jam. What inspired me was to keep this in terms of like seasons and put this out as 4 episodes. So in May will be episode 5. Make some noise for episode 5, y'all. 5 episodes. That'll be 5 episodes, and I think I'll do 5 episodes per season. So that'll be the end of season 1. Season 2 will start back on my birthday, which is how my first season started. So for episode 5 in May, this may not mean much to many of you, but it will mean a lot to some of you. Some of the poets who will be coming onto the stage to close off season 1. Give it up for Carvin Lassant. If you don't know, look him up. Give it up for Lemon Anderson. If you don't know, look him up. Was actually on Def Poetry Jam. Rashid Copeland. If you don't know, look him up. And if you want to know more, follow me. You figure out who else is going to be on when I drop the flyer. May 16th, the link should be available starting in 2 days. If y'all ready to see who won the raffle, can y'all make some noise? All right, so I'm going to invite both Vernon onto the stage. And come on, Dontel, onto the stage. Come on. Give it up for Vernon and Dontel. Oh, right there. All right, so I had the pleasure of seeing Vernon's art for the first time a couple of weeks ago. and his apartment is full of it's basically a gallery. It's all of his art, and the art's fire. When you hear him speak, you might be a little confused, and that's okay, because he's not from where y'all from. He's from where I'm from. He's from the South. So he may have a little twang in his accent. You may have to listen a little closer to it. But everything he makes with intention. So I'm going to give him a chance to talk about what he painted and why he painted it, and we'll move this thing forward. Go ahead, Vernon. Hey, give it up for Vernon, y'all. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up.
All right, how y'all doing tonight? Great. All right, this painting right here is called The Cooling Waters. It was derived from down south in Mississippi and Tennessee. You always hear the old people singing the song by the Williams brothers called "It's Cooling Water." And I always think about a lot of times going through life and everything. It's kind of tough and everything out there. So a lot of times you need to just cool out. So I mean that's what this painting that was inspired by Cooling Water. So that's the title of it, Cooling Water.
And it is also signed by him as well. All right, so we have the raffles right here. Anybody who bought a ticket, a raffle was placed inside the bucket, and the winner will be whoever is pulled. Give it up for his lovely partner, Dontel. Give it up. Hey, one of the best things about being married is also having extended family. What's up, cousin-in-law? It's cousin-in-law. It's cuzzo. It's all in the family. All right, yo, she pulled it. I ain't pulled it. No one else pulled it. A raffle is real here. I can't say anywhere else, but a raffle at the sanctuary is real. Whoa.
The winner is, drum roll please, Brey.
All right, can we get Bree to the stage? All right, can we get one quick picture real quick? I'm gonna get out the way. Oh. Yeah. All right. Hey, y'all, we have come to the end of the first ever Sanctuary Open Mic. Thank y'all for coming through. You don't gotta go home, and you don't gotta leave. Stick around if you want to stick around. Can I get all the poets to the stage, very please? All the poets to the stage, please. We'll get one good photo. Enjoy your nights. Enjoy your weekends. Thank y'all for coming through.